Like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Analysis. This is how Finland, Sweden and NATO should deal with Erdogan. It takes a clinical case of solipsism to behave as irresponsibly as Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. On the other hand, he may be doing it on purpose. Erdogan faces an election in May or June, which, despite his powerful machinations, he will theoretically lose in advance. He appears to be trying to strengthen his hardline and Islamist base, which he sees as behaving like a geopolitical orc. Officially, his country is one of the 30 members of NATO, and on paper, even a candidate to one day join the European Union. In reality, he more often than not subverts the Western Alliance and the EU, as part of his anti-Western and neo-Ottoman onslaught. This even includes threatening war against Greece, a NATO ally. But it means above all to block the entry of two formerly neutral EU countries, Finland and Sweden, into NATO geographically, culturally, historically, politically and strategically. Sweden and Finland no longer see each other as a union, but as a couple. The Finns, who share an 800-mile border with Russia, are militarily strong on land, while the Swedes are strong at sea and in the air. First, they cannot simply extradite to Turkey someone whom Erdogan wants to put in prison. This includes Bülent Keynes, a journalist who has nothing whatsoever to do with Kurdish terrorists. Erdogan claims Keynes has ties to Fethullah Gulen, an Islamic scholar whom Erdogan blames for an attempted coup in 2016. Keynes denies any involvement. He has not committed anything that amounts to a crime in Sweden either. In fact, he would be a political prisoner in Turkey. So the Swedish Supreme Court blocked the extradition. In a country with an independent judiciary, that's the end of the story, as Turks wistfully appreciate. Then there is a truly unfortunate incident of willful idiocy, which is nevertheless considered legal in Sweden for reasons of freedom of expression. Recently, Rasmus Paludan, a far-right agitator with Danish and Swedish passports who was convicted in Denmark of racism and defamation, burned a copy of the Quran near the Turkish embassy in Stockholm. So what should the Finns, Sweden and NATO do about this mess? First, they should wait for the elections in Turkey in May. Erdogan could be defeated for the presidency, or his political bloc could lose parliament, or both. A new Turkish leader or lawmaker might well be smarter. And even if Erdogan stays in power, he may come to his senses after the election campaign. Either way, there is still a chance that NATO could officially welcome both Sweden and Finland to Vilnius in July. On the other hand, if Erdogan remains in office and continues to breathe fire, Finland with Sweden's blessing should go it alone and become a member of NATO. At the same time, Sweden, which already has deep logistical links with NATO and bilateral agreements with the US and other Western powers, should continue to integrate into the alliance, as if it were a member, in order to formalize its accession as soon as possible. What matters is that Putin leaves no doubt that an attack on Sweden or Finland or any NATO country will be answered by the whole League. In short, Putin needs to know he is going to lose. Aside from that, while the allies gather in Vilnius, they should also catch up on some long overdue household chores.